Hello there, you amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a new Doctor Who video for today. So in this video, we'll be talking about something that I was talking to some very nice people last night on Facebook up to early hours, maybe around about 1 or 2, can't remember what time. We were talking about Doctor Who, the collection range in Blu-ray. So as you can see, if I move over, here are my collection ranges right next behind me of all 10 box sets. Now we were talking about the 1960 sets and the possibility of us having modern Doctor Who series put into the collection range. So after we finish off with the Wilderness years, I think, like as another sci-fi guy said, that we'll probably get another Wilderness box set. We were talking about the possibility of the new series, so like with Eccleston, Tennant, Smith, Capaldi and Whittaker joining Doctor Who the collection range, and it's a possibility, to be honest with you. So, but the one thing we were mainly talking about is the 1960 sets. Now, the 1960 sets suffer a lot of the missing stories, specifically from season 1 down to season 6, and we were probably talking about what do we think is going to be the first 1960 set to be coming out on Blu-ray. Now, when I said the one I think that's possibility going to be the very first one, people argued with me saying, are you sure? I don't really think it could be it. It could be this one. So at the moment we were talking about the possibility of season 2 coming out in the first 1960s Blu-ray set. Now, some people think, oh yeah, it's definitely going to be season 2 for William Hartnell, because it's only got 2 missing episodes out of a 4-part story to be animated of the Crusaders. So would that one be a possibility? Well, I don't really think so, because if it was going to be a possibility, I personally would think they would have animated it way back when they were doing the other animations to the other missing stories, like for the Moon Base when they animated episodes 1 and 4. So possibility with them like animating the gaps into missing stories, say like the 10th Planet, the Moon Base, which I've got here, and of course there's a couple of other ones. I would have thought the Crusaders would have been part with them, really, in the DVD range, and that way season 2 would have been complete. So I don't really think season 2, I don't really think it would be the Crusaders. Now, I personally think the first 1960s box set will probably be season 5. So here's the mock-up that somebody did on Facebook a couple of days ago. Well, there's 2 mock-ups, really. So here are the 2. Of season 5, because season 5 is nearly complete now, with the animation coming out of The Abominable Snowman coming out later this year in May, and of course with the rest of the stories now being animated and existing, we literally already have all 4 parts of the Tomb of the Cybermen already existing. Then of course we had the 2 missing episodes of the Ice Warriors animated. Then of course they found the Enemy of the World, plus the animations of episode 3, as well as the animation story for Fury from the Deep. The only story that we technically do need to complete season 5 is the Real in Space, but that has been rumoured to be coming out at the same time as the Macra Terror. So that's coming back a couple of years ago. But if they are going back to animate the Wheel in Space, and I really think it will probably come out this year or next year, and then I probably think season 5 will be the first 1960s Blu-ray box set to come out for Doctor Who. Honestly, I'm sorry to say this to some people. Some people are probably hoping for season 2 or season 1, but the way I kind of think it's going to happen is because at the moment the animation stories have been focusing around about seasons 4 and 5. And we've only had 1 story from season 3 animated, which is Galaxy 4. So I really think because season 3 is the one with the most, it's probably season 4 or 5 really to come out first on Blu-ray. Just because they've been working over the last couple of years since 2016, they've kind of been working on these kind of missing stories between season 4 and 5. I don't really, I was a bit shocked we had Galaxy 4, to be honest with you, which is the first story season 3 to be missing. Because it's the first episode of season 3, so that one was a bit of a surprise. But I don't really think they're going to focus on much of season 3, and I'm sorry to say that to all you lovely viewers. I possibly think it will be another 10 to 15 years before we have season 3 complete. Possibility, I think it could be 10 years. In the next 10 years, we'll probably have season 3 animated. But so far, for me to sit here and say, yes, with the bundle cinema coming out, I personally think season 5 would be the first 1960s season to be completed on DVD. And of course, be released on the Blu-ray box sets. That's the one thing that I possibly do have to say. I really do think it possibility season 5 out of all the others. Because season 1, we are only missing Marco Polo. And apparently that's got too many characters for them to try and animate at this point during technology. So they'll probably wait until more of an advanced way to animate them. Season 2, we just need 2 episodes of the Crusaders. I really think if they were going to animate the Crusaders, we would have had it out by now. Not like at this point in time. I really think they should have done it. They would have done it back when we were getting the missing episodes animated in with the surviving stories. But saying that though, we did have the Faceless ones with two episodes existing and the rest were animated, and then you got the other stories animated. So I could be totally wrong. They could animate all 4 parts, or they could just animate 2 parts, and you know, never know. Of the Crusaders. Now, coming into season 6, as much as I would like to say this, season 6, I really want out on Blu-ray, to be honest with you. You're probably scratching your head saying, why would I really want season 6? Because it's only got one missing story called The Space Pirates. Now, when I was going back watching a YouTuber named Adam, and he was doing a YouTube series of the Doctor Who viewing figures, season 6 was actually having a lot of viewers, and then I think it had a load of viewings for The Space Pirates. But in the fandom, The Space Pirates isn't really that popular, and I don't get why. If it was such good with the high ratings leading into the War Games, why after all these years has it gone downwards in the actual Doctor Who fandom? So it's the one story I know nothing about for Troughton's Throne and the Highlands. I really know nothing for these 2 stories for Troughton, so which is why I really want the Space Pirates to be animated and released on Blu-ray as soon as we can. Right. Now, coming out of Classic Who for Doctor Who The Collection range, let's talk about the possibility of us having Doctor Who, the modern era of the show in the Doctor Who The Collection range. So I personally think, yes, I honestly do think, because these are making money. These box sets are making money, and they will probably throw in modern Doctor Who into them. And of course, imagine it having Christopher Eccleston, Billy Piper behind the sofa watching their first era with David Tennant, and some other actors as well, and behind the sofa. Because the good thing about behind the sofa on these box sets, you get to see Doctor Who actors from past and present. Like in season 8, we had the bloke that played Sacha Dhawan and the woman that played Rani Chancellor in the Sarah Jane Adventures, and of course the kind of alien spider creature in Nick Tesla's Nightmare of Terror. Or was it Nick Tesla? Nick Tesla's Nightmare of Terror in that episode. And then of course in season 10 we had some of the writers sitting down watching John Pertwee's box set of season 10. So I would actually like to see the modern series kind of come out in Doctor Who The Collection range. Imagine having series 1 like this. Now, I really think you'd probably say, but series 1 has only got 3 discs on the Blu-ray at the moment. So what's the point of them just making a little decent box set for it and then having a whole new artwork? Well, the artwork would actually really fit into this style. Imagine having Christopher Eccleston's face on here and then just go Doctor Who The Collection series 1. I personally do think we will actually have Doctor Who The Collection going into modern Who, really. And imagine it, Doctor Who The Collection range. Imagine going from, at some point in the collection range, hopefully from season 1. Imagine having from season 1 going all the way down to season 26 of Classic Who in Blu-ray. And then at the end of season 26, you've got the Wonderless Years, which could have the TV movie, Scream of the Shulker, the Curse of Fatal Death, and the Dimensions in Time, the 1993 Children Need Special, all crammed into one little box set with special features and stuff. And imagine the special features we could get for Doctor Who The Collection series 1, and then we could get so much more, like, special features on the collection range for the New Who stuff. Imagine having New Who having the same ability as Classic Who is getting for the Blu-ray. I really think it. So the possibility of that happening, I really do think. But I will possibly think for the very first modern Doctor Who box sets come out in Doctor Who the Collection range. No, they could possibly do what they're doing in the Classic range, just bringing them out oddly. Like, the first one was season 12, then 19, then 18, then 10, then 23, then 26. And then, of course, we had season 14, then season 8, season 24, and then season 17. So, possibility, I rather reckon that it'd possibly be either a David Tennant to be the very first one, because David Tennant seems to be the most popular Doctor. If that is true, I actually hope it will be series 4, because that's my favourite Tennant series. Imagine having my favourite series of David Tennant's Doctor in Doctor the Collection range. I'd be absolutely happy and I'd be over the moon. And then plus watching all the special features. There again, though, it could be Matt Smith's with my favourite series of Matt Smith, series 5. I absolutely love series 5. Or series 7, or if it's a Peter Capaldi season 10. I would actually love to see them add in the box set for Doctor Who the Collection series 10, add in Twice Upon a Time, because at the moment for Doctor Who fans, Twice Upon a Time you can either buy on DVD or Blu-ray separately, but why not have it in the box set with the rest of series 10, and that way you can have it as Doctor Who series 10 from the pilot all the way down to Twice Upon a Time. Makes more sense, doesn't it? Then it does in Doctor Who, having them like separately. So this is what I think will happen with Doctor Who the Collection range. Well, the future of Doctor Who the Collection range after, if we do go into Modern Who. If you think we'll possibly go into modern Doctor Who for Doctor Who the Collection range, let me know in the comments. Please do like, subscribe and share. And join me for more Doctor Who content videos. And have a great day.